Wir sind XEN und wir sind heute zu Gast im White Trash und auch zu Gast im White Trash. Airborne Toxic Event.
Hallo.
Ja.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend. Thank you for having the time to join us here. Thank you for having me.
Stop feeling your head pop out in the night on the kind of night you want to be out on the street, crawling up the walls like some cat in heat, and the air is thin and it blows through your skin.
You're touring Paris, London, Amsterdam and Berlin, like 4 venues in 1 week, and you circle around, but which town do you find best?
Every city has been very, very cool. You know, we've been like we've done this lap around all these cities every week, and like it, you know, every time it's always been like a new, you know, we kind of discover new things about each city each time, but as the more we hang out, the more we feel like we live in these cities.
Coin that's been tossed in a wishing well, oh wishing well, oh wishing well, oh wishing well. We got tossed in the air and you fell through the dark blue waters where you cast your spell, like you were just a wish that could turn out well.
Sound more like in the British tradition, and this, of course, the many bands you have played with, like Kaiser Chiefs or Fratelli.
Yeah, of course.
This is you feel more European than American? Is it that? No.
We're very influenced by a lot of different British music, and I mean, the sort of sum of your influences doesn't always equal what your band ends up sounding like. Like Mikel, our singer, is very, very literary. All of his lyrics are, you know, very story-oriented, and you know, he spends a lot of time like really crafting the you know, not just the melody, but like the lyrics themselves. So I think maybe that like gets attributed to like some of the Britishness or European sounding stuff, because a lot of American bands, it's just like, hey, yeah, come on, you know, like fucking Ramones have hey oh, let's go. Not that I don't love the Ramones to death, but it's like, you know, it's not the like height of lyricism and that kind of shit.
Is it my imagination, or are there a lot more people here than the first time?
Poetry, and is that really the core of the music of your band? Because that's what I understood, that your lead singer came out of a very difficult situation with the sickness of his mother and sickness of himself, and really was writing poetry out of an inner pain. This still represent like the core of the music you do.
Yeah, there's these gut-wrenching lyrics, and you know, and like when we hear these lyrics, we're like, man, you know, like you know, it's very, very like personal, and you know that Mikel has gone through all this stuff. And what's interesting is sometimes he has these lyrics to these really upbeat songs, and so it's kind of funny when we're at a show and everyone's like they want to hear these really painful songs, but then I think that the idea is that everyone can celebrate their pain together, or celebrate that, you know, everyone goes through shit, everyone's been fucked up, you know. So
and
I think
it becomes like when it's a common experience, it's just
something
like,
you can relate to.
Exactly, and so I think that's probably, that more than anything is like the core, is probably the core of it.
be a problem because many bands start of that. It's the solitude and it's the pain you feel for themselves, and all of a sudden you get famous, you get to tour. Well, do you feel your lead singer still got the time to experience pain, to have new inspiration?
For sure. On this next record, though, I mean, he deals with a lot more like sort of universal themes of, you know, life and death, and not so much the sort of specific like intricacies and like heartbreak of a really bad breakup or something like that. There's a lot more lofty sort of ideas and a lot more universal ideas on this record. There's 2 political songs on it. You know, for him lyrically and for us just as people to sort of like broaden our horizons, and like, you know, we never would have guessed 4 years ago that we'd be like talking in some basement that's all fucking graffitied up in some club in Berlin.
Yeah,
you know,
because
with a
you've
bunch of
already
dudes like
visited
hanging
the
out.
stadium, so
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, but you know, it's like it's, you know, it's just you end up like you have so many experiences in life that it just like you can't help but have your perspective changed a little bit.
Well, our new song "Numb" was Mikel, our singer. He wrote it when we were like doing Reading and Leeds, and it was just when you're on tour and you're at a place like that, you're just surrounded by this constant thumping. Always there's like this deep bass at wherever you are, and then you wake up in the morning and
then you're on the tour bus
and there's this and Numb is about like that experience of just being sort of surrounded by people and sounds all the time, and sort of using that to sort of withdraw into yourself.
Bodies in one space, I feel your hot breath on my tongue. Wonder where you've gone. Turning on some spinning wheel, the restless beat of the sleepless night to come. I just wanna be known. Just wanna be known.
Das ist Airborne Toxic Event. Sie sind bei XEN.ON und wir hoffen, wir werden alle eine großartige Show erleben. And I thank you.
Thank you
For being
very
here.
much,
Thank you very
man.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.